Last November 2012, post the riots that took place across the UK, we at Urban Voice invited the CEO of Wandsworths Council, Paul Martin, to come and sit and have a discussion with some of our young people at an evening we call Youth Get Real. It's an opportunity for young people to talk about issues and concerns that are important to them with people in positions of influence. Let's go.
A lot of the people that haven't come back, I believe, because of, again, you know, in the black community, and I don't want to use the black thing, but it can tend to be from the black community. They are fearful of coming back. They might do things backdoor end, or do you know what I mean? But they're not going to come, you know, if you're signed for however much, or you're earning this much, you're not going to come right down to the hood with your nice car, are you? Because you probably will be scared that somebody's going to rob you or set you up. And I do think that's... Yeah, just in general, yeah, you just kind of feel, you know, intimidated. And I think that is something we do need to think about, because the point you made about you don't feel like you owe something to the community, I do think that is quite important. I think a lot of people do feel that as well, in the sense of, look, I've done good. As I was trying to do good, people were kind of targeting me, saying, oh, what, you're selling out. So they just kind of keep away. So I do think that's something, you know, with these schemes we do need to talk about as well, and appreciating these people as role models rather than seeing them as, you know, either geeky or, you know, coconutty. You know, we've all heard the words that people would give to people trying to do something good.
You see, by you being here and being a facilitator for an endeavour like this, it's an example of you giving back. You are giving your time, you are giving your experience, your wisdom, your knowledge, and your understanding. So you are giving back numerously.
I'm a social entrepreneur and have been even before the term was phrased, in the sense that I know that we can invest our time, and it's true, the time has value, and we can invest that knowing and having the faith and the belief that it can yield results. So therefore, it's an investment. And that's the moment we can begin to see that, believe that, and then start moving with that kind of consciousness, then we'll see that actually the investment is bearing fruit.
We're focusing on the youths right now, yeah? But we need to also focus on the adults as well, because like some parents tend to be depressed, and because the child sees their mother or father depressed, they go outside and make money, and via drugs and all that, drugs and all that stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so we could actually have motivational schemes for parents, not just the children, because what we have seen is that the council are doing things that, in my area there's about 20 youth clubs, isn't it? 20. People go to it, they come out and they're still bad. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, maybe it's you know, I think it's just ridiculous sometimes, you know. You know what I mean?
The last one of these sessions that we held after the riots, Tony or somebody asked a question, you know, was anybody here involved in the riots? Nobody said they were. Nobody said they were. But one person said, well, I would have been. You know, I did think about it, and so someone else said, well, what stopped you? And he said, because my mum would have killed me.
How he said in his estate, there's like 20 youth clubs. But in my estate, there's only like 2. There's the VAS and Providence House. And at the moment, the VAS is going through refurbishment. And Providence House ain't always open. So when it's not open, the youths are on road, not knowing what to do. So what I would like to see give back to the community here, basically, is that, I wouldn't say give back, but what I'd like to see put in place is more youth clubs around my area, basically for the youths to get off the road. So they're not on the road 24/7 doing bad things. They're at youth club either doing music, like dance, like learning about stuff, going on the internet, just socialising with people, really.
I think all the council, if the council, we're going to use the council, like I feel like maybe you should, you know, come into the schools, let the youth know that, you know, you're on their side, because I won't even lie, but my definition of council, even today was off. Even today, until I'm hearing you speak and I'm realising that you lot are really for the people.
I think I want people's attitudes to change. I don't know how to like orchestrate this or the physical solution, but attitudes towards things, because people want things to be easy, but it isn't easy, and that's just how it is. Like if you want to get somewhere, Like, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to aspire to the difficult jobs, you're going to have to go through the difficult process. And you can't lay it out. And people who don't go looking for things can't expect to find them, because you can't just put everything on everyone's doorstep. But I think it's just how people are thinking these days. That if it's not on my doorstep, then I'm going to go for what is on my doorstep instead. And that's not always the best thing, but they still go for it because it's closer or easier. At the same time as pursuing these jobs that aren't so stable, I would say, like being a musician, being an actress, being a dancer, that sort of thing, they're not solid jobs until you get there, you know? And so when you're pursuing those things, you should know in your mind that you need something solid behind it. Like, I want to be an actress, but I'm leaning more towards drama therapy now, because that's a professional job that I can have all the time. Once I've got the training, that'll be me. I have a job.
You know, there needs to be that link again, a better link, a solid link between the business and the younger people to try and get more people into employment.
I've known Tony for a long time, and I've seen some of the great things that you've done. And I've seen you out there working. I've seen you on your own, I've seen you with your teams, I've seen you in all different types of environments doing your work. So I commend you. And I think that, I hope that this happens, because I was lucky, I was fortunate. But as we know, a lot of kids aren't. So if you have this opportunity, and I hope you do get it, I definitely want to be involved. And, you know, my background's from marketing and digital media and making films and so on, and the music industry. So, yeah, I hope it happens, and, you know, I've got your back, and, yeah.
Everyone, like in my area anyway, that I know wants to be that guy, they want to have that respect. But the way they want to get it is in their heads, yeah, it's easier to get it in the wrong way.
Violence.
Yeah, it's easier to get it in the wrong way. But if you elevate their mindsets in how to do it the right way, they will do it. Because they're smart. I know some smart kids.
Wow. I think it's been a tremendously interesting conversation, and the thing you've left me with most of all is a question in my mind about what do we do to help the good guys? Yeah. How do we build on success? We think a lot about where failure happens, but how do we build on success?
We know that everybody wants to be successful. And my definition of success is threefold. It's doing what you're passionate about, doing what honors you, and doing something that benefits society. So being a drug dealer, yes, you make the money, but it doesn't honor you, and you know it doesn't honor you, and it's not for the greater good. So my thing is, how can we build that scenario that allows young people to feel good about themselves, follow their dreams and their passion, and be supported? As Ray said, the magical ingredient is love. Showing it, not from the point of view that, you know what, you come into this class is ticking boxes and stuff like that. No. Young people, what I've learned, and that's why we call it Get Real, is they don't want to know how much you know. They want to know how much you care. That's it. Bottom line. And you know what? You can't communicate that through words. Young people are very intuitive, and they know when you're giving them cack. So it's about creating that kind of a centre. And I actually want to elevate it. The youth centres are doing their job, but I think, as we all know, we're living in a different time. This is a new world. New things are therefore required. So I'm saying the youth centre has to deal with the youth on that practical level, but I'm interested in your mind, because you know what? As my man has said, I want to be part of that team that shows you how to use your mind in ways that you did not even know was possible. There is a wealth of potential in our young people. We just want to be there to be able to show you and guide you and support you how to be the best that you already are.